It's Week 14 of the NFL. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Up in the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And CD, not a ton of explanation needed for this one, really, because people have been eagerly anticipating this game all week. We've got two of the league's best passing teams about to let it fly in what promises to be one of the most exciting games you would think maybe not only this week, but all season.
And this sellout crowd, they came expecting to see the football.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Hilton, the man to break up the throw. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Third down, it's Willis. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
Watch the run now. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Cougar 19! Hurry, hurry!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. The Browns at 11-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Check 24, check 24. 60 Bison.
On first down, Willis. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Here we go.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Rock and roll, baby. You know what we need, baby. What's the deal, y'all? All right. I'm going, ready?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Willis looks to pass it here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They go play action with Willis. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The numbers a week ago for Chase. 6 catches, 91 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Browns drive about to get started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. They find some open field here. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Willis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finish.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. As we roll on here in the month of December, week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night, you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
19 Lions. Dragon 60.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
County Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Another try after the first down sack. Willis, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Gotta go.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football. I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. 12. Inside handoff to Mixon. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. And he's brought down.
Let's go.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final second at 13-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, but not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Warriors 70. Stop low 18.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bengals Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Get set. 11 MP. 11 MP. 11 MP.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Browns.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
There we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard. Run. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
70, hurry.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
70, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Play action, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
11.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd.
On 1, Rick.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him if he has an elite defender on him because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 32 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up. The 20 to the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2. 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 30 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Burrow will throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Slant pass to Boyd. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
11 mighty. 12. 11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule.
11.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. gain of 5 good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 19-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give. This is Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. McPherson on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
Here we go. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week.